Howdy folks, welcome back to Railroader. We're picking up pretty much where we left off in part 1 of this Day 10 Tier 3 episode. Let's get an Al back here. Bringing the cars back to the interchange so we can get the sawmill serviced. Yeah, that'll do, Al. Right in there is fine. Let me get my controls sorted out here. Still not a huge fan of the camera. I wish it was a little less janky, but is what it is. You come over to that siding, Al. Actually, if I just tell him to come down here, I want him to grab this cut. Let's see where he goes. I think he'll do the right thing. So we're going to run up Connolly Creek and get the empties up there, bring the loads back, make sure the sawmill service, because they're our primary customer. And I kind of messed up this morning. But they are working now. We got the logs in. They're starting to unload. You can see at Tier 3, they consume 15 cars a day. And I have, let's see, 8, 5, and 7. So what's that? 20 cars? Should be good. No, wait. I can't add. Yeah, it's 5 for L1. So that'd be 13. And then, no, that's right, 20. Yep. We got the original 8, and then I added 12 more. So we'll be able to keep up with demand as long as we keep the movements going the way they should be. All right, sorry, Al. You can go a little faster than that, bud. Listen to them drivers roll. So I am recording these back to back. I haven't had a chance to get any feedback on the first episode, but I thought I would split it up. It's just, it would probably be, and I made some edits even on the first one. If I didn't make any edits and just did that, it'd be like a 2-hour video. I know there's a few of you that would like that, but most would not. So we're going to split it up. We'll get this done in here in part 2, though. How are we doing on the passenger train while Al's running down through there? Passenger train is over at Whittier. All right, well, let's bounce over there real quick. You still have enough coal. Good deal. Let's get you loading on passengers. And then back over to Al. We got to keep the sawdust special running. Al's got plenty still because we filled him up this morning. Be too timid, Al. We're tight for time here, bud. That'll do. Bonk. Came to a screeching halt. All right, we need this cut of cars to go up to L2. So we pull up the old map here and get him headed on down the line. We need this cut of cars to be right here. And then he's off. So do a first-person roll by here. We're going to head up to Connolly Branch. We'll get some shots on the way up. And I'll see you up there. Alrighty, we made it. Stand up here on the hill waiting for him. Looking good, Al. Get you unhooked, and we'll go get that other cut of cars. You throw in at least 2 handbrakes here. Found that out the hard way. Alright, back in fly mode, and we should have a cut right over here. Ready to pull out, so we'll take those back down with us. I've forgotten to have him set at 25, but that's the max on this branch anyway. I think it defaults to 35 on the max. He can't go that fast on this branch anyway. So one reason I want to get a more powerful loco is, like, say I was going to grab both of these. If I had to pull this out and back up, it wouldn't do it. It can bring the logs downhill, but it just can't handle even 8 cars. It just can't do it. I don't need to do that very often, but it'd be nice to just not be completely outclassed. So, like I talked about in part 1, I will be getting a more powerful logging loco at some point. I think the number 1 engine is doing just fine with passenger duty. That may change once we get more of the line open. For now, we're just running, keeping the customers happy, making some money. We got up to tier 3 now. And I don't actually know how high it goes. Is it tier 5? I kind of forget. I think it's tier 5. So we haven't got any performance yet because we're just doing the first day here. The passenger train is ready to rock, so we go deal with that real quick. He needs to go over to Ella, so we will bop over there where it's nice and quiet. Switch locos, fly around in the trees, and we'll give him a waypoint over there. He's off. Go make us some money. So this is a trailing point spur, so we will pull them out, run around them, and then back down the mountain. Get rid of these. Free up some screen real estate. Ooh, easy there, Al. I forgot to turn your speed down, so he was getting a little excited. Now these cars have the brakes on the opposite direction, because we have to look up here on the other side. So we'll release that. I think I just had one set. Yep. So I'll bring them all the way down here to this sighting, and then we'll do the run around. Alrighty, we've run around and we're headed down the mountain. And it looks like the passengers are unloaded. And you get them loading back on for coming back to Whittier. The cycle continues. So I'm going to let Al bring this down the mountain. And I'll meet you down at the sawmill. I'm not sure why Al chooses the routes he chooses sometimes. This is downhill, so it's going to be a hard push coming back up. But it is what it is. You can see I pulled out the orange set. They're going to be unloaded pretty soon. And I'm shoving everything back in. I think we'll be able to get these last two cars in the catchment area, and then we'll be all done with the logs. And we can head out and actually switch the rest of the industries. Alrighty, thought I'd about do it. And yep, we got all the cars we need in the catchment area. Beautiful. That'll do, Al. Before you hit the end of the track there. Perfect. Alright, I'm going to throw a handbrake on there. And then I'm going to go ahead and just preemptively throw a handbrake on here. And I noticed getting the shots on the way down the mountain, I forgot to change this text to black. So I think, and this passenger train's all loaded up, I think I can come over to here. No, that'll copy the car color as well. I don't want to do that. So I'll try to remember to fix that at some point. The lettering is supposed to be black so you can actually see it. Okay, let's go get the rest of the industry switched. Double checking it was these. So let's think about this. Do I want to pull that? Yeah, I want to pull that down rather than push, I think. Would it make sense to push, and then I can have Ella Farm Supply. Yeah, I need to push it down. Just working through the moves here. So I will tell Al to come down here and get on that end. And we're going to push over to Whittier, and then we'll figure out our switching moves. I need to get the passenger train going, so I'll do that, and I'll see you over in Whittier. Cruising on into Whittier. And we'll go ahead and set this guy back. When they get done offloading, they'll load back up again. So the two boxcars down here on the end are for Ella Farm Supply. I'm putting those all the way down here to the... I'm saying this is the yard limit, even though it's a whistle post. It's just a good reference point of where to stop. So that'll do, Al. And we're going to leave those there. And then We got these for Stenzel. So I think the thing to do is pull... We don't have any pickups here, right? Oh, no, we do need to pull those out. Okay. But we don't need to pull anything out of Hollyfield. So let's go ahead and get that dropped off. I don't think those cars are going to go anywhere, so we'll just let it sit. Pop him back down to 15. Don't want to get too carried away. And we're just going to do a little switching here in Whittier. Apparently from this tree. We got paid again, $131. I'd end up buying another one of those passenger cars even before we do a loco. That's just printing money, basically. All it takes is a little bit. It just takes time. Just run it back and forth. I assume there's some kind of max number of people that want to go back and forth every day. So I don't want to get too crazy with the passenger train, but I'm seriously thinking about buying another one of these 84 passenger coaches. I'll bring this on down and we'll get him back. And then I think, so this Whittier house track goes over there. You grab those. They would coast all the way down here. Probably not. All right, we'll leave you sitting there. And we definitely need to pull those guys out. But I think I'm going to have to do that with these three because we're not going to have enough room to run around. Okay. Got a plan. Big Al back down here. We're going to pull these three up here. Run around them. We'll pull those guys out, set them over there, put the two Stenzel up there, and then we'll have this guy on the right side. The Whittier house track. We'll have him on the right side. Have to set him out too at some point. It'll be a little messy. Maybe I could set him here. Yeah, that might be the thing to do. I need to run around him too at some point. So I guess I could leave him back there and then hook onto him again. The idea is to do as few switching modes or switching moves as possible. I can take a little practice. All right, Al, go ahead and bring them guys back over here. Do a little run around move. How you doing? You full again already? There's all kinds of people wanting to go to Ella. All right, well, I'm going to do some run around magic and get the passenger train sorted, and I'll be right back. Sitting here talking with the mic muted. Very professional YouTuber here, folks. so we got out. We're gonna set those two cars, the set outs, or sorry, the pickups. We're gonna set out over here, and then we've got the Whittier house track, which I'm gonna leave with them temporarily. I'll drop these two off here, and we'll grab the Whittier house track, and we can head on down the line here. Drop that off. And we got to run down, come back, grab these two. Actually, we need to push those to Ella, unless we run around them. So anyway, I have a plan. I was telling you all about the plan, and my microphone was muted, so sometimes that happens. So you got right there. Number one is, yeah, it doesn't take long at all to get down to Ella. They're flying. And there we got the passenger train has arrived. Should start offloading. All right, that's so we need him past that switch, or do we? At any rate, that is good enough. I don't know about the grade here, so we'll go ahead and throw the handbrake on. Forgot to do the shift thing, so I need to also do the glad hands. So used to doing shift, but I forgot that time. Yeah, now we can pull those apart. So then these guys, just double checking I got my cars right, and I do. They need to come up here to Stenzel. Right in there ought to do. Then we got these two cars in the way. We need to shove. So I could leave those there. It's not the end of the world. While I drop this one off. They're kind of in the way, but I was gonna say they're both empty, but Stenzel takes in like what's it called, metal stock, and then they turn that into machine parts and ship it out. So one empty and one's 52.5 tons of machine parts. What's a squealing going on over here, train? What's up with that? Yeah, it'll do. Here we go. And we got paid. Okay, back down to this guy. A lot of switching. I thought with tier 3 and the number of cars, it'd make a nice episode of just doing all that work. It was so much work, it turned it into 2 parts. I have no idea how long this video is going to be because it's all broken up in chunks. Yeah, they hear you, Al. They hear you. You can actually turn that off in the setting features. You can have them not do that if you don't want them to. I think that's what that means. Controls AI behavior when approaching a public crossing. Pretty sure that means they won't listen. All right, all connected up. I need you to come over here. You should be able to figure that out, right? Since you can't actually go past those cars. Yep. All right, good deal. I'm going to get down there. We'll drop off this car. Then we can leave these two here in Whittier. on the track, run around them, get on the other side of those cars. Or did I decide, no, we need those on the nose, so we'll just push them to Ella. But we also need to get the passenger train back over here because it's in our way right now. We'll pull up the map. It's sitting over there in our way. Let Al do his thing, and I'll get the passenger train sorted. I'll be right back. Once again. Kind of curious what'll happen. I just told him to drop, or to stop over there. What if I just drop these cars here? So I told him to go here. I've now changed the length of the train. I think he can figure that out, but let's find out. I don't think that'll mess him up too bad. That way I don't have to come to a full stop. Like he's going to figure it out. Let me just turn those on. I can tell. Where is the... Yeah, it's way back in here. Should be like a loading dock or something here, shouldn't there? For the team track? Or house track, whatever they call it. Yep, he figured it out. That'll do, Al. Right in there. Okay, grab these cars again. I'm going to leave those here in Whittier, and then we'll push these two over to Ella. I'll see you when we're ready to depart. And we have a passenger train here out of our way. They're filling up right now. Over halfway full. You know, while Al's doing his thing, I was just noticing somebody built him a house here in Whittier. Yeah, got a new house here. Wonder if we could see inside. It doesn't look like they modeled the interior, which is fine. That's just extra polygons we don't need on the screen. How's it looking now? All right, he's making his way down here. Alrighty, we're Ella bound, but of course we're going to have to wait right up here on the passing siding. Gotta wait for number 1 to come back through. Would be eastbound. So we're going to set up here for a bit. He's almost loaded. Coming this way. Probably go ahead and skip another 5 minutes. Let that car get filled up. And we gotta wait for him to make his run, but this doesn't take very long. So see if I can get a nice shot of number 1 coming past number 2 here while we wait on the siding. Here she comes. Sawdust special. Can't mistake that yellow. He's going full speed ahead in reverse. That might make some people upset, but yeah, whatever. I don't have any way to turn it down there at Ella. All right. It's our turn to head for Ella. I'll see you down there. Alrighty, we're rolling in here to Ella. We also have 2 pickups to do here, as well as the 2 setouts. So I'm going to have Al drop the 2 setouts here. We'll grab the pickups, grab the setouts, set out the setouts, and then head back with the pickups. Grab the other 2 also in Whittier, and then we're golden. Take a quick look at the sun. They've got lots of legs. No, not legs. Logs. A very different type of business if it had legs. It's been a long day. I'm just double checking these farm supply. We didn't get anything for the station. This is a location, right? Ella Station, yep. Can't pick a tier on the stations. It's interchange. It has a house track. That's good, Al. Right there. We don't want to block the road. So go ahead and grab these guys. We'll do a little switcheroo here. I appreciate the effort, Al, but I don't think there's going to be much traffic on that road. All right, let's get these last two cars dropped off. And that's, oh yeah, that's plenty. Plenty of room there. Throw a handbrake on, and then we're ready to head back. Yeah, let's drop the little marker there. And that'll be it for day 10. I'm just going to run these cars back, put them on the interchange track. And then we'll see if might need some more logs today. I'm not sure. Be running the passenger train back and forth, making some cash. And we'll see how that goes. And then I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks as always for watching, folks. Take care.